Was it was it like working as an editor?
Editing requires much finesse and patience when it comes to editing because you have to deal with everything everyone messed up with, just little things. But overall, it's usually not that much of a hassle. Although when one's editing, it might be frustrating because due to many facts, you still have to take into account all the different takes, all the different film aspect ratios, all the different styles and After Effects you could put on your editing. Well, if you put all that together, hopefully you, with the editing process, hopefully you'll get everything correct.
What was it like working with your teammates?
Usually working with people isn't, for me, isn't that hard considering all the facts that multiple people working on a project or the ideas people will come up with to just make something really nice and awesome and just appealing and make somebody's heart shift towards whatever they're trying to do. So teamwork usually helps out.
Teammates. What was it like working with your teammates?
Usually teams work together, but sometimes there are some difficulties. When an editor is trying to do his best to do something, well then the producer comes over and says, hey, you should try this, even though it's a little past the editor's capacity, but the editor still does it. So there are some leeways and compromises most teammates have to do.
What was it like being a camera operator? Operating, there were many hassles when it came to people who just couldn't understand directions on what to do on screen because see, I put them in a little organizational thing to where they look nice in the frame and then they just look away from the camera and it just doesn't look that nice, and then I bang on their heads and I make them do it again and then they get all irritated at me, and then finally once I beat it into their little brains, they finally get it and then it looks beautiful. What was it like working with your teammates? Well, it actually worked pretty good. I did have to fight to be camera operator, but I won because I have the magical tripod that this camera is sitting on right now.
But I won. Continue on from there.
But it's really wonderful working with teammates because you get to do so much more when you have teammates with you and people that you like and will work with you. Because it just becomes more cohesive because you have a lot more ideas that you can just meld together and make it more awesome. I never would have been able to do it without my teammates. Were there any conflicts working with your teammate? I've had many difficulties fighting with my teammates. They fought over the camera, but I won. And then they fought with direction being given in front of the camera, and I won. So, yay. Yay me. What was it like being an actress?
Well, as an actress, I had to learn to work with the director, and sometimes I thought we should do stuff differently, but she told me to do different stuff, so it was frustrating at times. But after a while, we just were able to work together, and my director is so wonderful. She just made it so the picture came out, and she brought my acting skills so that it was just so great, and the editor was so great editing to make me look my best, and my co-actor was so wonderful in helping me bring a beautiful picture to the screen.
What was it like making the storyboard?
So, as a storyboard artist, it was just magical, trying to come up with all these ideas that will bring our team together, and to plan the script. Oh, I just felt such an honor doing it. I just loved making a complete picture for the whole rest of the team.
Were there any conflicts working with your teammate?
Sometimes they would disagree because they would have different ideas, but in all, we learned to work together, and they're just such wonderful teammates. It makes me so emotional sometimes.